All right, so as today's topic indicates, we are dealing with KPIs, key performance indicators measuring the health of your deal flow. So essentially, we are focused on understanding what our process is. And Andrew says my voice is better. That's perfect. Great. Definitely want to make certain that you guys hear the content. And I'm a little bit raspy. It's been a really busy week, so I definitely want to make certain that I provide the information to you. But I may reach for water here and there just to make certain I'm stay parched, stay unparched rather, and hydrated. So let's dive in here. First and foremost, who am I? My name is Kevin Davis. I am a real full-time real estate investor in the Baltimore market. I primarily focus on wholesaling strategies, creative strategies with wholesaling, creating all different types of things, notes to LLC take transfers and many other creative things. I've done about 300 or more deals since 2005. I am an expert deal wholesale structuring person, I would say, as I've done, as I mentioned, all types of strategies in combination of wholesaling from short sales to many other things. I do coach and mentor students, new and experienced. Oftentimes, I'll get a lot of individuals from our own personal market. They'll bring deals to me as they are looking to get harder deals done, or quite honestly, just to even figure out what some of the numbers they should be offering to sellers, or the strategy that you should utilize even to bring the deal to a focus. So I have a lot of experience in putting together the right deals and being able to mentor other individuals in the right deals. We do offer wholesale coaching program as an offshoot to the Deal Mastermind Mastery family. You can register for more information on our wholesaling courses at wholesalingreiacademy.com, where we have free courses as well as some of the more advanced courses that are available. I do host the Buy Baltimore Meetup, co-host with Mary Jo Wellen and Reese Pennington, one of our also resident Deal Mastery family or mentors. And that is an event that's held every second Thursday of the month. We host meetings where you provide a ton of real content and case studies from individuals actually doing the business, whether that's service providers, providing insurance information, lenders coming in and advising us the best practices for getting deals done, whether that's rentals or flips. Just a ton of different content and information, the opportunity to network. If you have not ever attended the Buy Baltimore Meetup, I would suggest you register at buybaltimoremeetup.info, buybaltimore.info rather, to register for the next meeting and get your name in there. And we have a lot of fun providing a lot of content, networking and information and so on and so on. So it's a great time. We provide a lot of information, and certainly if you're interested in getting more information, I'll register there. So here we are at the Deal Mastery Monday, and each and every Monday, we focus on strategies, techniques, processes to help investors achieve their goals. So you can head over to dealmastery.com for more information about all other programs as well. So that's the housekeeping. And so we're going to focus on today, as I mentioned again, is measuring the health of your deal flow. What exactly does that mean, Kevin? What are you talking about, my deal flow? What is the health of it? I see a stethoscope here. Is this guy crazy? Well, we understand that business in general has a health. You either have a healthy business or you have an unhealthy business, a business that's going to provide you profits, a business that's going to, essentially drain your account and eat up expenses. Ask me how I know. I've been both. And, certainly we want to understand exactly how to measure the health of our business, how to understand, whether we're doing well. If you're starting up a business, obviously you want to know, what exactly do I need to measure? What exactly do I need to look out for? What are the things that, I want to make certain I don't stumble and fall like many of the other stories that I hear. You have to understand, certain pieces of your business and certain performance indicators are going to allow you to understand what exactly you should be focused on in your business that's going to allow you to continue to grow it. Some of the questions I normally get with individuals that are struggling with regards to their businesses, I'm kind of, up and down. I really don't know when my next deal is going to close because, sometimes I have one closing or sometimes I'm not. And, I have one deal that I'm working and then, I'm not really doing the other parts of the business. And, that fluctuates so much because of that, some of those reasons. Or, another one's just, well, I've been out here submitting tons and tons of offers. I've been, robbing for dollars. I've been doing all this stuff. But how many offers do I have to put out for somebody to actually take my offer? It seems like all my offers are too low. And that's when, you run the risk of people starting to, push their numbers a bit to actually get a contract in. That's a scary situation where, you have a contract that you kind of got risky on the numbers, and now all of a sudden you really can't do anything with it. That's not a healthy situation. That becomes that's a result of your business not necessarily being as healthy as it can be with regards to the flow of having capital in, of understanding when that next deal is going to come. You start to make a little bit more risky decisions. Or where's the money? I've put out all this capital for marketing. Exactly when is this deal going to come? When am I going to get my money? When am I going to return? If any of these questions resonate with you, give me a quick yes in the chat box. I know I'm not the only person. I've heard a ton of people that have come to me. We oftentimes get people who have had some successes. They've closed deals or two, or once a month, or what have you, and they say, well, I'm looking to stabilize a little bit more. If you can that word resonates with you, to stabilize your business, to stabilize the capital coming in, to stabilize the number of deals coming in, give me a quick yes. So we want to demystify exactly what you need to look out for with regards to the health of your business in order for you to understand how to answer those questions, when that next deal is going to close, how many offers I have to put in, where's the money going because I've spent it on marketing and my wife is, or my husband is blah, 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 we run into those things because it's life, and I understand that, certainly that we have to really figure out exactly what we need to do to make this thing work. That's what it's all about. We got into this, certainly, I got into it to help people, but at the same time, it's to earn income. It's to provide the lifestyle that I want. It's to make certain that my family can do the things that we, set out to do, that we can meet our goals. So what should we be looking out for? What we should be measuring is what we're going to cover today with regards to the measuring of that health in your business and your deal flow, making certain that deals keep coming and you keep profiting. All right. First up, what exactly is a KPI? So if you've never heard the term KPI, it's an acronym specifically for key performance indicator. What does that mean? What's the key part? What's the performance part? What's the indicator? Well, I consider it puzzle pieces. And some people may, question, what do you mean by puzzle pieces, Kevin? How does, KPIs or key performance indicators, relate to a puzzle piece? Well, here's the thing. With the right traffic funneled into the right process produces results. So how else do we know? I mean, example, 5 + 5 = 10. That's a puzzle piece. You've taken two pieces and put them together and, have something that's new. It's completely one in its own. I consider that a puzzle. So what exactly does that relate? How does that relate to a key performance indicator? Well, you have to have the right pieces in place, and that means that you have to understand what pieces fit together properly in order for it to become a full puzzle. And a better way to look at it is that indicators are like a highlight reel of your deal flow. So they're telling you, hey, this is how much you put on the scoreboard for your offers. This is how much you put on the scoreboard for your leads. This is how much you put on the scoreboard for, all the different pieces of your business. You have to understand what that scoreboard looks like, because at the end of the day, you're looking to win. If you put up 2 points, being your input or what came back to you, but your output was 10, then you're down 8. Your score, I mean, you suck as a team. If you get what my drift, you have to understand, what that means. It's a scoreboard. It understands you. You have to understand the numbers that go up into it. What are your, you related to basketball? What are your shots? What shots have you taken? How many? How many assists have your team assisted or tried? Have you, how many defensive pieces? How do you stop the other team from scoring? You got to understand all of these pieces work together as a puzzle that fits the entire goal that you're looking to do, which is putting together a profitable business. That's the pieces of the puzzle, is the profitable business. What pieces do you need? What pieces are more important than others? How do you measure those? Exactly what are you looking for in terms of an overall puzzle? What is the end result of that puzzle even look like? You ever get one of those 100-piece puzzles and, some of them, they have the picture on the front, and some of them it's a mystery type of puzzle. I mean, that could be the most frustrating thing in the world, to get a mystery puzzle with 100 pieces and you're trying to figure out exactly what this thing looks like. Anybody ever felt like their business was a 100-piece puzzle and it's a big question mark of exactly what it looks like. That should not be the case. That should not be how we run business. That should not be how we take things and move forward, because we're always shooting in the dark. We're always shooting. How many shots could Michael Jordan make if he was shooting in the dark? Not many, not many. And by not understanding what our scoreboard is, what our scoreboard is, we're essentially shooting in the dark because we don't know how many assists we have. We have no idea how many attempts we've gotten even close to the basket at if we're shooting in the dark. I could be shooting at the wall, and the basket's over there somewhere. So we have to understand what the scoreboard looks like, how those pieces fit together, and more importantly, what effort is needed to make certain that at the end of the game, we've exhausted ourselves to the point where we can actually go the distance and bring home that win, bring home that trophy, bring home that, whatever it is, that deal. We have to make certain that we understand that. Andrew says, I felt that before. I mean, we all have. You have to understand that full puzzle piece in order to put things together. Because from there, you say it becomes a easier step. If you had the box, with the front, and you say, okay, well, man, look, all of these are red pieces right here. They fit together right here. So I'm going to solve this small part of this puzzle, the corner here. And now I'm one step closer to my goal of solving the full puzzle. And that's how your business is. You have that little small piece of that corner puzzle that you can, tweak. And now when it fits together with the other large pieces that you put together, because all of the green pieces were over there and all the red ones over there and all the, whatever color was over there, now all of them fit together. And you say, I have a full puzzle. Well, that's what you need to do with your business. Pieces of your business are green. Other parts are red. The other parts are blue and yellow and what have you. So you have to understand what pieces fit together and then how the overall pieces fit together in order for you to be able to get a successful puzzle or business going. Does that make sense? Let me know if that resonates, guys. Give me a yes in the comments if that resonates, if you understand that. Awesome. All right. So we understand what a KPI is. We understand that it's an indicator that tells us the health, that tells us whether or not we're shooting close to the daggone basket or not. We understand that part of it. What are those things? Why do we do it? We do it because measuring results leads to success. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, we understand that by measuring things, we're taking typically numbers, some sort of measurement, whether it be a foot or, a count or what have you, we're measuring. We want to know exactly what's going on. We want to put together that scoreboard. What does that scoreboard look like? Remember the assists? Remember the shots taken? Remember, we have to make certain of that. We have to absolutely measure, and we have to do so as soon as possible, because guess what? We don't know what we have unless we measure. How do you know if you have a low performance team or a high performance team? And I don't mean the team. If it's just you may be a low performance team by yourself. But how do you know that? Exactly what have you put in place to measure whether or not you have a healthy business or not? What exactly have you put in place? How have you indicated that to yourself, to your investors, to your team, to anyone who can say, hey, tell me about your business? And it's not a feeling. It's not well, we brought in this. No, you need some numbers, some hard numbers to say, well, this is where we're performing, and this is where we're not. Because we can now take that puzzle again and say, man, look, there's a red piece over here in that green section. It doesn't go there. We have to move it over here to the green section, and now they fit together better. And we can have a full puzzle, so success. We have to understand measuring those results. What parts of the results? What are we measuring? You may say, Kevin, well, I haven't even done my first campaign. I haven't even sent any, mail out. I haven't done any cold calling. I haven't done anything. Why am I talking? Why am I even listening to this? Because guess what? This is what is going to be successful for you, because you have to have that foundation set in. You have to have that foundation because, again, if you're starting, if you're setting up to have a low performance team or setting up for a high performance team? How do you know that? What measurements have you taken? What have you put in place to start to measure to figure out what needs to happen to change a low performance team into a high performance team? So we want to make certain that we're measuring, because measurement leads to success, because we can take and measure and then turn around and do something else. And we're going to talk about that next. This is Kevin Davis on our Deal Mastermind or Mastery Monday call. We're talking about key performance indicators, measuring the health of your deal flow. Each and every Deal Mastery Monday, we cover strategies, techniques, processes to help investors achieve their goals. Head over to dealmastery.com for more information. So what have we covered so far? What do we understand? We understand that KPIs are puzzle pieces that fit together in the right way, the right traffic, to produce a result. 5 + 5 = 10, guys. That's basic math. We need to make sure we understand that basic math of our business specifically. What we know that indicators, those performance indicators, are the highlight reel. That's our scoreboard. We got to put up points. Got to make sure we're putting up points in order for us to get where we need to go. Because if we're not pulling up points, we obviously have a low performance team, and we don't know if we have a low performance team unless we measure those results, because the measurement of those results lead to success. We need to be able to answer the question if we have a low performance team or a high performance team, and we need to know how to measure that. Follow me, guys? Let me know if this resonates with me. Let me know in the chat if this resonates. All right, moving forward.